Hi guys, welcome to Cinema Express. Today I have Radhika Madan with me, and we're going to be chatting about two wonderful releases Radhika had recently, Ray and Feels Like Ish, plus a lot of her upcoming projects. Radhika, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Great. Radhika, I'll begin with this. Both Ray and Feels Like Ish were very different from each other, very unique ideas. Which of the two were you more nervous about, and did any of the reactions surprise you? How both have been received?
Um, I was really nervous about Ray because it was a character which I had no idea about. I couldn't relate to that character at all.
Right.
So I was really, I think it was a big responsibility. And because end में वो story उसी के ऊपर आ जाती है, that because you've been building up Didi for 45 minutes, and then if Didi is puss, then what are you gonna watch? So it had the responsibility was a lot. So it was a tougher role to play, definitely. And what was your other question?
And did any of the reactions surprise you to both the releases?
To be very honest, I didn't expect people to praise Didi a lot because she's a very great character. But like people are like I've been getting messages where they are in love with that character, and I'm like, really? Like, how did that happen? And
Right.
so yeah, that reaction really surprised me because people, like, I got a lot of calls, saying that it's one of my best works, and I was like, really? Like, I don't know about that. And
Right.
so yeah, so a lot of reviews really surprised me in a nice way.
Maybe it's because of the just the monologue and the kind of journey that you share about Didi. Maybe people connected with that. You talk about how she grew up and all of that, and how stardom and things changed her life. Do you think it's that?
I personally connected to that.
Ah,
Maybe that resonated with people. I hope so. But Didi has been getting a lot of praises.
right.
Yeah? Like, I didn't expect that. Yeah.
Right. Of course, feels like Ish was a more chilled out, more fun idea, and you guys shot it in Goa in that wonderful locations
Yes.
throughout in magic lighting, magic lighting. I want to know, just was it wonderful to do it? You guys were shooting through the lockdown. Just the relief of being in Goa and in those beautiful locations, playing a bridesmaid. Just was it generally de-stressing?
To be very honest, it was a break. It was a much
Uh,
needed break because a lot the other characters that I've played till now, they required a lot of prep. A lot of prep, living in a different city, learning a different dialect, different age groups. So it was emotionally, physically, mentally reckoning. So it takes a toll on your uh, mental health, yeah, like on some level, because you're like associating and getting into kya re bachpan mein kya hua tha and all of that. So when Feels Like Ishq came to me, I was like, I want to do this. I just want to take a break, have a blast on sets, and come back. And it was that, to be very honest. I just wanted to go, have fun, do something light, because people had not seen me in that light ever. They've seen me doing, playing a kid or a gaon wali, or doing martial arts, Didi. बट एक गर्ल नेक्स्ट डोर जो चिल रह सकती है, दिल्ली वाली, कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं जिससे आप, उन्होंने देखा ही नहीं था. एंड कोर से मैं वही हूँ. So now was the time to just feel that, enjoy myself, take a nice breather, shoot a film, and come back. So that is what Feels Like Ish gave to me. A good breather. It just revived my spunk, my spark. And yeah, so now I'm ready to go deep into more darker characters if I'm playing that. I don't want to reveal anything. If I play whatever.
Right. I want to know between the Amol Parashar character and your character Avni, in that spectrum of how they both of them view, let's say, marriage or romance, where do you fall like between the two of them? One guy is very cynical and he's dismissive, and Avni is more like people should give it a chance and things like that. Where would you fall? Amol told me somewhere bang in the middle.
As Radhika?
as Radhika?
I'll be more inclined towards Avni.
Huh.
Not in the middle. Like I am that dreamy girl and like that thing,
Right.
movies wala pyar and all of that. So I don't relate to people who are like too cynical. So
Right.
I would fall in that category personally. Amol will be bang in the middle. I don't know, yeah. He's also very dreamy, yeah. He's also पता नहीं practical तो नहीं है वो. पता नहीं, maybe उसने अगर बोले तो हाँ, of course he
was backing the character. Right. Radhika, tell me this. I was reflecting on both the performances. It struck me just how much work you put into dialogue reading, and just your modulation, and how your characters talk. It's so amazing. Like I could watch that scene in Ray where you and Harsha spending time together and chatting, and just to listen to you as you break down her entire journey. Similarly, in Feels Like Ishq, the whole car scene. With you and Amol, and Avni keeps going through so many emotions. She's sometimes angry, frustrated, happy. Sometimes something will surprise her, and your dialogue reading actually goes through the graphs of ups and downs. Through how every line is that something you work on specifically when a script comes to you, that how everything should be said.
I think how you say or how you deliver a dialogue comes organically once you crack the soul. So you need to just know कि भाई ये मेरा soul है. उसके बाद अपने आप वो soul आपको guide करता है. You don't think कि अरे यहाँ पे I'll take a long pause. अरे यहाँ पे I'm going to I personally don't do that. I just उसके internal world को अगर मैंने crack कर लिया, then dialogues external है. Then वो हो ही जाएगा. But अगर मैंने dialogues करे तो आपको लगेगा कि रट के बोल रही है. तो it's actually the other way around.
अच्छा. Right.
So yeah, that is like that is how I do it. I'm sure सबके अलग-अलग processes होते होंगे, and yeah, that's how I do it.
Right. Radhika, in the 4 years, the filmography that you put together, that's so strikingly varied and diverse, from Patakha to Mard to Ray, Feels Like Ishq. I want to know how much of this has just been luck, and how things panned out for you, and maybe now are you getting a sense of what kind of roles you want to do, and are you more conscious of how your filmography is stacking up one after the other, and what sort of projects you're drawn to?
I think the first 2 projects were purely luck. Though I auditioned for Patakha, like I gave 5 rounds of audition, but it was luck. It was pure luck. But after that, I think both Vasan sir and Vishal sir, what they did was they made me change my perspective about how I viewed films. मुझे सिर्फ बाल उड़ाने थे और फूल पत्तियों में गिरने थे और मुझे बस यही सब करना था, which was really superficial, to be very honest. What they did was they made me live such intense and honest characters that उसके बाद मुझे कुछ भी superficial खटकने लग गया. And because they were so different from one another, I realized why I wanted to be an actor. I do acting because I get bored living one life. I don't want to live Radhika's life. Pure din. So the reason I try to choose different characters is because, in all honesty, I get bored. I just get bored. I don't want to live Supri's life again, or Badki's life again, or Tarika's life again. Why would I do that? Varna to pura motive ही change हो गया ना. So then of course आप because it's very easy कि अगर आपको कोई एक चीज में देख ले तो बोलते हैं कि गांव वाली ये स्क्रिप्ट गांव वाली है, आप बहुत अच्छा करेंगी मैम. अच्छा, फादर डॉटर स्टोरी बच्ची, अच्छा ये लो ये स्क्रिप्ट. It's very easy for people to put you in a box, but it's up to you if you view yourself in a box or not. I don't want to put myself in a box. I just want to shock people, surprise people. When I love it when somebody tells me that, oh, मुझे पता है ये क्या करेगी और ये ना ऐसे ही करती है, and then Aditi comes out and they're like, what? So I love seeing those reactions because I like surprising myself as well. I don't want to play it in the safe zone. I want to take risks. I want to live different lives. Sometimes
Right.
it will pay off, sometimes it won't. But that's a risk that I'm willing to take because that's my high.
Right. And do you think it's wonderful that it's coincided with this very great time in our cinema also, where there's a lot of diverse roles also been written for women. Let's say, you Supreme, then how Vishal sir, let's say, treated, his story. Do you think it's unique that this timing was also important, that now, we have so many diverse roles and you could do so much more than, let's say, 10 years back?
Yes, of course. And kudos to people who have paved this path for us. Say Vidya ma'am or Kangana or Alia or Priyanka, like they've literally paved this path for us so that we can walk on it relatively easily. So yeah, so kudos to them, and I'm really excited to be working in this time where people are willing to experiment, people are willing to take that chance and write crazy scripts, and I'm all game for it.
Radhika, of course, all of this is paid off tremendously for you, and you've done some really amazing work. I want to know, but you also spoken about, let's say, that phase when you're transitioning from television to film, and you had a lot of self doubt, and and it's natural that when you're leaving one medium and auditioning for others. Now, with let's say the perspective that you have, after all these years, and how it's paid off, what would you say to yourself or someone, let's say, at that stage, who's already had a successful, comfortable career, let's say in TV, where it's all good, but you're sort of, trying to push out of that comfort zone. What did you say to yourself, or let's say another actor who's at that stage right now?
Keep the fire alive. Keep feeding onto that fire because that fire is going to take you ahead. That is all that's going to pay off. So just keep the fire in your belly.
Right. There's a lot when it comes to acting. There's a lot of mystery or mysticism attached to spontaneity or what it means to be natural on screen, because it's not that simple. Because of course you have a script, you have direction, you have people telling you have to hit your marks. There's focus. There's so many things. Tell me about this. What have you? Because it's so easy to see a Radhika Madan performance and say that she's so natural and she's so spontaneous. But of course, it comes with so many 10 other things that you have to do in a scene, according to a director, according to the script, according to the character. Tell me about how you look at what it really means to be spontaneous for an actor. Is it just letting go, or is it finding a balance, let's say, between what's required of you and, let's say, just the moment or the scene and how the environment is reacting with you? How do you look at that?
I think just being true to that moment and not holding back. You might say the craziest thing. क्या होगा? ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा? नहीं, cut. Radhika, don't say that. Rolling. Okay, action. But don't hold yourself back. Never hold yourself back, because that is your instinct talking. And when you hold yourself back, that means your mind comes into play and you're not in the moment, because you're thinking that, oh, my director won't like that, or oh, it's not there in the script, so I shouldn't. मेरा मन कर रहा है बोलने का, but मैं बोलूंगी नहीं. But अगर आपने ये भी conversation mentally कर ली है, that means you're not in the moment. So I feel that we just need to be there, say the craziest thing, never hold yourself back, and I'm not ashamed to be ridiculed on set. It's very important to not have ego on set, because if you have your ego on set, then you're gone. Then you'll be this perfect person who nobody would relate to, because we're not perfect. We're imperfect people, and the reason we relate to imperfections is because we ourselves are imperfect. But अगर मेरे को perfect बनना है अपनी ego को रख के कि राधिका ऐसा ही perform करती है, this and that, it's just be boring.
Has it ever happened you did something, let's say, just out of instinct, or just how, you saw an opportunity to say something or do something, and a director kept it, or he was very impressed by it?
It happens with Vasan sir a lot. A lot, because he, हमें गर्मा गर्म scripts मिलती है set पे, and वो सब change कर देते हैं set पे जाके. It happens with Vasan sir a lot, where I've made a fool of myself as well, and where he's liked something so much कि उन्होंने बोला कि मैं रख रहा हूँ. So I think उनकी वजह से मुझे वो डर निकल गया है कि मैं पागल लग सकती हूँ. So it's very important for a director to allow you to play. So of course it has happened with me a lot. Even in Save the Date, like a lot of dialogues where Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara and all of that, it wasn't there in the script, but I just threw the one and I was like,
Right.
I just could think of that. And thankfully my co-actor was so brilliant and my director was so supportive that he didn't call cut and Amol played it off कि मैंने नहीं देखी है. And I just said, देख लेंगे जाके क्या हो गया. So all these things, they if you have a great team, it works out well. Otherwise, it was very easy for the director to call cut कि it's not required, and that would also be okay. मतलब मेरा कुछ वो नहीं है कि अरे मैंने कितना brilliant dialogue बोला है and आपके it's his film, whatever he wants to do, but I didn't stop myself in that moment. That is all I'm trying to say.
You taking off your glasses and offering him to throw, was that also scripted or that came from you?
We discussed it in the moment, me, Ruchir and Amol, that what can I give him? And we just did it in the rehearsals. And
it's almost martial art. Almost I felt like it's martial art. Like the way he sat down and gave it, I thought there was a Mark influence there. Like, you know, how he offered it.
Yeah, so yeah, it just, we were doing the rehearsals and it just came out. Okay, what can I give? Because glasses were not a part of the outfit. It was really sunny and I got my glasses and Ruchir was like, just keep it. And then I didn't have anything. Like, वो क्या देती मैं, मांगटी का देती, क्या देती, मेरे को कुछ समझ नहीं आया, so I just offered that. So, but मैं यही बोलूँगी कि ये सिर्फ टीम के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. Some directors are really particular and no, it's okay, don't just stick to the script. And some people are like, just go have fun and do whatever you want to do because it works in this ground and in this world that we're creating.
Right. Radhika, I want to ask you about Siddharth. You're playing a swimmer in the film. Did you learn swimming specifically for this? Could you swim before?
I learned it from the scratch. Yeah.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about the film. I find it mysterious because you know, it's about the Mandal Commission. There's a political backdrop to it, but it's also a love story. Anything you could share about the film?
It's my romantic commercial film, which I'm doing. It's a young, nice love story, and it's something that I haven't done before. Yeah. I hope it offers a flavor to the audience and I hope they like it. But उन्होंने नहीं देखा है, ये तो side नहीं देखी हो. So I'm just excited about that. So I hope it surprises you in a nice way and yeah, you like it. That is it.
Great. Super. Thank you so much, Radhika. I had a wonderful chat with you and understanding your process as an actor.
Thank you.
All the best for all your upcoming releases. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I had a lovely time. Thank you.